Hi, welcome back to Guessagaingaming. So today, this is going to be in the category of videos I didn't expect to be making, but I thought I'd make one because it was just interesting. So today I went back into RAGE2, which is a game I've enjoyed playing. I've made a few videos about it on the channel before, and I really enjoyed it. I got through almost all of it, and I was going to look into it today and think about buying the one of the DLCs, or just look into what they were again and see if I wanted to. And when I loaded up the game, I got this, and it's been doing this for at least 2 minutes, 3 minutes. And as you can see, it's a new account agreement with Bethesda that you need to agree to. Okay, in itself, that's not anything particularly shocking or outrageous. Well, it might be, I've not read it all, but that's part of what I'm going to say. So the two things are, number one, it's still loading or going through, I don't know what it's doing, because usually we get these things and you click on it and then that's done. But I put continue in to this and it won't continue. So you can see the little wheel thing going around on the right, which is annoying and unusual. And then the other thing I want to say about this, and it's probably the main reason that I wanted to just make a little video about this, is you can see from when I scroll this, the amount of how long this is. You can see from like the little indent on the right of that, you can see how much this is. So I think it's kind of a bit outrageous for a company to just throw a new agreement into something, and there's no way anyone is ever going to read all this. If you did read it all, you'd probably go mad or have a really bad headache, and you wouldn't understand it all anyway, because it's all going to be legal terms and you have to go through every single sentence and work out what that meant and what that meant and why. So I think it's kind of very dubious, let's just say dubious, that a company, when you bought a game, puts in a new agreement that you have to agree to. Yes, it's annoying that it's not loading up. Once I've done that, I'm going to go to the end of this and see if it's because I didn't go through the whole of this screen. But as you can see, and I'm still going through it, and I'm going through it as quick as I can, it's the longest agreement I've ever seen on any game or any product ever. Actually, we've all had loads of agreements we've had to agree to online, and I've never seen anything like this ever. It's the longest I've ever seen, and like I said, I think it's kind of outrageous that they put this in, and you have to agree. Because even if often we don't read these things, I get that, and we just click agree, but we could, it's reasonable, we just don't bother, and that's fair enough. But this is something that no normal person could possibly read, and it's also something that if you did read, because of the terminology, you wouldn't understand anyway. You'd have to be a lawyer and read every line and go back and check every other line that was connected to a different line to work out what they were trying to say. I've got no idea what it's all about. And you can see I'm scrolling and I've not even got halfway down it. So if what it's waiting for me to do is to get to the end of this so that little wheel stops spinning, they can get lost, because this is taking way too long. Like I said, there's nothing else I can do on the screen. And if what it is doing is waiting for me to get to the end of this whole agreement to scroll it, then it will let me continue, which is the only thing I can think, because otherwise it's just stuck. Then that's also very dubious, because they would realise themselves that no normal person would have the time or the understanding to read all of this. So if they're expecting you to go through all this, and then because you've gone through all this and scrolled it to get to the point where you can continue the game, they're going to say, oh yeah, you read all that and you clicked agree. Well, that's not fair, because you couldn't possibly read all this and understand it, so that's going to be unfair anyway. So I'm going to, unfortunately, uninstall this, and I won't be playing the DLCs for RAGE2, based on the fact that, like I said, this is really outrageous. Like I said, we've all seen many games where there's agreements you click on, and usually there's a little bit to scroll and we just can't be bothered. But this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous in every context, because like I said, it's not only ridiculous amounts of agreement that you have to agree to, and I don't think I really want to agree to all this stuff. If there's this much of it, there's something dubious about it in the first place. And bearing in mind the way RAGE2 works, if you're not aware, the only way you can get the DLC is to buy RAGE2 tokens in the PlayStation store. You can't buy the DLC direct from PlayStation. You have to go and sign up to to a Bethesda account, then buy the coins you need from PlayStation Store, and then go into a Bethesda account linked to RAGE2 and buy them there. And I don't really think I want to sign up to this if this is how much of an agreement there is, because like I said, how do I actually know what's in this? And the fact I'm using a kind of very third-party store to not PlayStation to purchase the content in the first place, I've got no idea whether I should be. So I'm gonna have to uninstall this, which is a little bit of a shame because I have enjoyed RAGE2, but luckily at this point I've played through almost all the main games, so it just means I won't play the DLC and they'll be losing out, which is kind of what I originally said when I made a video about this strange DLC content in the first place. It doesn't help Bethesda because many people go to the PlayStation Store to buy DLC, and if you can't buy it there, they're not going to go in to sign up a Bethesda account, however easy it is, and get coins and then they go back in there. It's just a stupid system, and the fact they've got this now is, yeah, like I said, it's ridiculous. So sorry RAGE2, but I don't think I'll be continuing with you. But yeah, so that's my update. Like I said, it's just weird. I think I noticed, and I've gone back into games from much further back that I've not played, even games I've never played that I've downloaded off my PlayStation Store library, and they never had anything like that. So yeah, just fair warning, if you do have RAGE2, you'll probably get that as well. And it might be now that I can press continue and play, but based on the fact that there's that whole massive user agreement, which I find offensive for the reasons I've given, I'm not going to be playing this anymore, because I don't mind little agreements that I don't bother reading, that's my choice, but an agreement that you can't possibly read and understand, I think that's outrageous. So anyway, thanks for watching Guessagaingaming. Till next time, take care for now.